Hi Taurus, welcome back to Carol's Universe Tarot readings from the heart. So this is your How to Find True Love in 2018, and this reading, as I mentioned before, is geared towards only to those who are actually looking for their soulmate, a true life partner, somebody who they can truly love and who can reciprocate that love. So whether you're in a relationship that you're unhappy with and you'd like to find your true love partner, or you're single and you've had a lot of bad luck, or you've not had the chance, or you've just not found that right person for you, this is the reading that's destined for you. It's designed for you. And these readings are really their advisory readings, their guidance readings, because I think it's important not just to kind of, if you want to, these readings are on the website anyway. They come as a video reading plus written reading, plus you get the in the package the actual photograph off the cards, off your layout, and notes that go alongside that layout. Okay, so it's a really good reading to purchase. This one is on the website, but you also get, if you want to say a standard life spread reading or 7-area life spread reading, you can order those as well. But this, I wanted to really, because what I'm looking to do this year is to do more guidance stuff. I'm already going to be setting up a second channel for Carol's Universe and also another website, but this is more about how somebody enhances their life, how they build a better tomorrow, what are the issues that they need to resolve within themselves. And usually you'll find that if you're not finding a true love partner, sometimes this is an issue that the person isn't resolving within themselves. So we'll see anyway what happens in the reading. For this reading, we're using the Cat Black Golden Tarot, one of my favorite decks here. For the main reading, we're using the same template as the other reading, How to Live Your Best Life. We're using for your advice readings Doreen Virtue, the Romance Angels, the Guardian Angels tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. This little gem that I found the other week, it's usually 45 quid on Amazon. I found it for $12.99 on eBay second hand. I think this one is thinks it's quite rare. It's the Liz Dean The Love Tarot, 50 Ways to Divine Love. It only comprises of the major cards, but this particular deck will use as the lesson that Taurus needs to learn in order to find true love in 2018. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to put these cards to the side and till we're ready to use them, and we'll put the packaging for the Golden Tarot to the side as well. And we're going to start shuffling. Okay, so Universe, Spirit, show me. How does Taurus go about finding true love in 2018? How will Taurus go about finding true love in 2018? Show me, Taurus. How will Taurus go about finding true love in 2018? Show me how Taurus goes about finding true love in 2018. How will Taurus go about finding true love in 2018? Show me. Show me what the reason is for Taurus finding true love in 2018 in position 1, the foundation. Show me how this has sparked them to find true love. In position 2, stage 1 of finding true love. Show me what their goals are for finding true love in 2018 in position 3. And as a result of that goal, what are they going to be focusing on in terms of finding true love in 2018 in position 4. Position 5, what has been their challenge to finding true love for Taurus in position 5, and in position 6, what is the way, stage 3. So in stage 2, position 6, how can they overcome this challenge in position 6, stage 2 of finding true love? Stage 3, what is it that Taurus needs to do, continue to do, in order to find true love in stage 3, position 7? And who is Taurus in terms of love? How are they approaching love in terms of position 8? What influences are coming in terms of love for Taurus in 2018 in position 9 here? What are their hopes or fears in terms of finding true love in position 10? And what is the overall advice that you have for Taurus in 2018 in terms of finding true love in position 11? Show me. Okay, we're going to split the deck into 3. And remember, these cards are facing me. I've shuffled them upright, they're facing me. We put them back, but if I was going to deal the cards this way, I would only be able to see them. So I've got to turn them around this way so you can see them. Okay, so this is in your foundation. So I get to see the cards in reverse on my desk, but because I'm looking at the screen, I can see everything upright. This is where everything started from. So this is the foundation, heart of the matter. This is how things have evolved, and this is your first stage from this in terms of finding true love. This is your goals towards finding true love in 2018, and as a result of your goals, what you will be focusing on in terms of finding true love in 2018. This is your challenge position to finding true love, possibly something that's been going on way before, and this is how you overcome the challenge, which is stage 2 of finding true love. This is stage 3, position 7, what you need to do next in terms of finding true love in 2018, and this is who you are in terms of love, or in terms of, you know, how your approach is to love in 2018. This is an influence coming in terms of finding true love. So this is what should be coming in for some of you guys in terms of your love lives in 2018. This is your hopes or desires in terms of finding true love, and this is the overall advice card for how you go about finding true love in 2018, Taurus. Okay, and again, this reading is only designed for those of you who are looking for true love, who you know, if you're in a perfectly good relationship, then this reading is probably not going to be for you. Okay, so just take note of that. It's for those of you who are looking for true love, who've been finding it difficult to find true love. Okay, so in your foundation, what's this all about? Well, it's about the 2 of coins. So some of you guys, it might be finding the time, because 2 of coins, when it comes to finding true love, it's like you're doing a juggling act. Okay, so for some of you guys, what has precipitated you guys trying to find true love is, it might be that you have been, you know, the juggler. I often see this as the juggler, and it's like the circus act. So some of you guys, it might be that you have been between options. You've been in relationships where you've often had to weigh things up, whether it's been time being spent with a partner, whether it's been you know, difficulties with a partner. There's always some form of juggling act, whether it's, you know, you've been, you know, in between options, you've never really been able to settle down. Might be there was a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn individual around you with that 2 of Pentacles showing. That might be the foundation for you wanting true love, is that you had someone in your life who was always juggling different options as well. It could be any amalgamation of any of those things, but this seems like quite a disarray to me. Either way, whether it's somebody who was always juggling around you, or whether it was you that was juggling, or you trying to juggling time, you know, your time, getting that balance between what you could do in a relationship, the time that you could spend, whatever it is. I think with this 2 of coins, it being the foundation, this is all about putting things into order, into trying to find true love. This is what's precipitated it. And as a result of that, I feel that in stage 1, you guys have the King of Coins. I think that the King of Coins, because this is not a person, this is how you act. So this is your stage 1 to finding true love. So it's either that you guys have been trying, especially if they've got a juggler here going on in your foundation, Taurus. It might be, and the funny thing is, King of Coins is actually you, Taurus, because Taurus is a King of Coins, King of Pentacles card. If this is somebody, it might be, if you've been juggling relationships in your foundation, as a King of Coins, you would be looking to settle down. Alright, because King of Coins wants a family, he wants loyalty, he wants to settle down, he wants to be a part of something, he wants to build a family, he wants to, you know, have a wife, or a male or female King of Coins can be. So have a wife, have a husband, have children, 2.4 kids, white picket fences. He's that type of traditional character in the tarot. So I think that because the King of Coins is you, Taurus, this is you. So I think that you guys have been juggling here, and I think in your past some of you guys have been juggling between relationships and working matters. It might be you've been playing the field a bit with that 2 of Coins. 2 of Coins can easily be a playing the field card. And I feel that as a result of that, you guys in the first stage of finding true love, you said, right, I can't be doing this anymore. I really need to settle down with that King of Coins energy. I need to find my soulmate, my life partner with this King of Coins energy. Because your goal for finding true love, Taurus, will be the 5 of Cups. How can you do a 5 of Cups as a goal? Interesting that that card should have showed up as your goal. Well, I think that your goal is to overcome some form of an obstacle. 5 of Cups deals with the themes of regret, sadness, loss, disappointment, but this is also about I would say cleansing as well as the Five of Cups. So I think that just looking at because it can be deemed as a little bit of a negative card, you wouldn't have a negative thing as it being a goal. So there must be something in the picture that's telling you. There must be something on the illustration that's telling you what the goal is. And we can see that this person has cups around him and he's crying. But it might, and it's not reversed. It says that you're overcoming hurt or you're overcoming pain. I think that this goal with this Five of Cups is really to accept the relationships that have failed in the past. But the Two Cups, I think, are very intrinsic to this behind this individual. I think your goal is to accept the relationships that have failed in the past, but know that now you're moving on to something brighter and better, because you got Two Cups, that there's always a fresh start. There's always a new day ahead with the Two of Cups behind you. So there's always the potential for something new. And your goal is really to admit, to understand that there has been failures, perhaps at your own hands, maybe doing too much juggling, too busy, not focusing enough, maybe playing the field a bit too much, when, you know, and I do feel that there is an element of regret here, that, you know, maybe it could be in your foundation, Taurus. Well, I played the field a little bit too much in the past. You know, my chickens are now coming home to roost, because as a result of that, what I'm focusing on in stage 1 of finding true love is settling down. King Cup Coins is a settler, he's loyal, so I'm focusing on settling down, and therefore my goal is to accept what didn't work in the past, not to hold on to it, but also to recognise that there is always a future ahead with someone else with that Two of Coins behind me. And as a result of that, your focus for finding true love for the will be the Four of Wands in the reverse. So that's interesting. That's interesting, because if the first stage of finding true love is the King of Coins in the upright for Taurus in 2018, if your focus, stage 1, is to build more stable relationships with that King of Coins energy, it's funny that you got these cards here. It is very funny, because your goal to the Five of Cups, but I think that this is to accept and admit to what you have lost, possibly through the, you know, through the art of juggling in your past. You recognize, I have lost some valuable relationships, and my goal will be to accept that, but also now to understand that through acceptance I can create change with this King of Cups, with this Five of Cups energy. And as a result of that, your focus will be on the Four of Wands in the reverse. Now the Four of Wands in the reverse is a card about instability. Okay, in terms of relationships, there's a lack of happiness and a lack of success. Why would you want to be focusing on that Four of Wands? We're going to get a clarify with that in a moment in the reverse, because this is what, in order to do this, you need to do this. This is where your focus is in order to do this. So your goal is to accept what has no longer worked, but understand that this is bringing you to a place of change. And as a result of that, in order to do that, you need to focus on the Four of Wands. And I think that really this is for the year you're focusing on maybe relationships that have been unstable. But I don't want you to be too much in your heads and too much in the past. It's because your challenge is the Ace of Coins in the reverse. Some of you guys have found it very hard to commit to relationships, Taurus. I think some of you guys have found it very hard to commit, because Ace of Coins in the reverse says, I don't see the potential of this. Your challenge might be that there have been some failed romantic enterprises with this Ace of Coins in the reverse. But how you overcome that in stage 2 of achieving the best, or achieving true love in 2018, is by Knight of Swords in the reverse. This is about taking your time. Knight of Swords in the reverse represents don't rush in. Use your head. Don't just go with the rush. There's no need to rush. The best thing to do is to take your time. Knight of Swords in the reverse. There's no need to rush into anything with the Knight of Swords reversed. Take your time. How you overcome this is by doing this. So if you found that your challenge is there's always a failed relationship, nothing seems to work out, there's nothing that seems to, you know, have the potential to build into something long term, because in my foundation I'm always juggling. Maybe I'm the one that's always juggling too many things, you know. Too many things, or maybe I'm the one that's always kind of weighing up whether one person, maybe I'm never satisfied with this Two of Coins showing here. And the first stage is, you know, so if I recognise that, then the first stage for me as a Taurus is to say, and you are Taurus, the King of Coins, is to say, you know what, I want to settle down now. The first stage is really to find some form of settlement and groundedness within myself as the King of Coins. It is to weigh up properly. As we know, the King of Coins is a very cautious dude. It is to properly weigh up, well, what is it that I want? Because my goal is now to accept accept why relationships, it is to come to terms with this Five of Cups, that relationships haven't worked out. Maybe there's something that I've done here, but through that I need to cleanse. So my goal is to cleanse myself, I feel, with this Five of Cups, of the things that haven't worked out, whether it's my fault or the other person's fault. And in order to do that, I need to do the Four of Wands energy. I need to be focused on the Four of Wands energy. Some of you guys, it might be that you need to take your eye off with this Four of Wands, settling down or getting married or getting engaged in 2018. Because your challenge is that you seem to start relationships, but they don't tend to go anywhere with the Ace of Coins in the reverse. That's your challenge for some of you guys. And as a result of that, the way that you overcome that challenge is probably by just going very slowly with relationships, not rushing in. I get the impression in this reading, some of you guys tend to rush into things with people, and they don't work out. But you rush in, and you're kind of like, when you've rushed in, you're like, oh yeah, this is the one. But then you find that this person isn't the one, and it might be that this is what it is here, that you're always kind of doing a balancing act in relationships. You find someone, and it's like, oh, at first it's all good, and it's like, now they're not the one. There's a certain element of dissatisfaction with the Two of Coins. You're always juggling different options, you know, and your challenge is this: the investment goes wrong. There's no fulfillment here. There's no potential. But to overcome this, you need to do the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Stop rushing in. You know, the Knight of Swords, even though it's a mental card, it can simply be heart over head as well again. Because the Knight of Swords is somebody who rushes in when they get a rush of blood to the head. They're like, yeah, gotta have that. You know, rushing real fast towards the goal. And maybe you need to take something back a little bit here with the Knight of Swords in the reverse if you want to overcome this. Maybe getting bored, maybe just not feeling that this person is the right person for whatever reason that is. And I think it's because it says that you overcome it with the Knight of Swords reversed. Stop rushing in so far. So some of you guys might be rushing into things and they don't work out, and now you're really saying, you know, my chickens are coming home to roost and I need to settle down. The third stage to how you achieve true love in 2018, Taurus, is the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So this is about going back and cleaning up the mess. This is about admitting things to yourself. This is about gaining some form of... When you get Seven of Swords in the upright, this can be a card of avoidance. So some of you guys, it might be that you need to stop avoiding. But what are you avoiding? That's the thing with the Seven of Swords in the upright. Because in the reverse, this is about either confessing, owning up, being honest with oneself. Getting caught is the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Righting a wrong. I think that this is more about confessing something to yourselves with the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Because I see you guys, you know, how you overcome this is by not rushing in. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Taking things very, very slowly. Remember, reversals are the absence of the energy of the upright, or they're the opposite of the upright. If the Knight of Swords is to rush in at full speed, then the Knight of Swords in the reverse is the absence of needing to rush. It's the absence of being fast. It's being slow. So some of you guys have to be slow. How you overcome the non-investment or not being able to invest in relationships, perhaps because in your foundation you're always juggling one over the other, never knowing which one it is that you want. Always playing the field for some of you guys is really just to take it back and just go slow. Go at a nice, slow, steady pace. There's no rush. And therefore in stage 3, the Seven of Swords, it might be stop running out on situations and follow it through. Because Seven of Swords in the reverse, in the upright, means to avoid. It's not always a card about trickery and deceit. Sometimes this is the card of avoidance. Somebody running away because they don't want something. But in the upright... In the reverse, sorry, it says, well, maybe you need to kind of stay the course with the Seven of Swords in the reverse. See something through. Because you guys in 2018 are, well, need I say more? You're the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands, I mean, I don't expect many likes on this video because a lot of you guys will be coming to the video because you have been hurt and somebody's run out on you. But it's showing another element, I'm afraid, to Taurus. So I'm sorry if this doesn't follow you, okay? But you are showing us the Knight of Wands, and he is the classic chaser in the tarot. Classic chaser in love. He's always going for the good time. He's got a rush of blood to the head. This guy will chase and he will chase. He's always after fun, sex, you know, excitement, the thrill. He's a thrill seeker. He's a fun seeker. He's a freedom fighter. He's all of those things. And you're showing us this. Which is why I feel that you guys need to slow down somewhere along the line here, Taurus, if you want to find true love. There's something I feel that you guys are doing here that you need to stop doing in terms of love. This is why you're not finding it. You look like, to me, that you meet someone, you rush into the relationship, you feel it's the one, and then all of a sudden the challenge is the Ace of Coins in the reverse. Someone you can't commit to, or somebody can't commit to you. So if your challenge is somebody who can't commit to you, Taurus, because you've gone and rushed in, it's saying, well, how do you overcome people who can't commit? Or how do you overcome you not being able to commit? Slow down. Knight of Swords in the reverse. There's no rush. Slow down. Because the third stage is the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Either some of you guys got to admit something to yourself, you've got to own up to something to yourself, or you've got to stay the course and stop avoiding and running away. What you'll need to deal with coming in is the Knight of Coins in the reverse. Again, somebody who's a commitment phobe. So if you're finding that there are people around you who won't commit, Ace of Coins is your challenge, you're going to still need to deal, for some of you guys, Taurus, with a commitment phobe. Because Knight of Coins in the reverse is standstill and somebody who's afraid of commitment. They don't want to commit, they're not loyal, they're not consistent. So some of you guys might need to deal with a commitment phobe. Your hopes will be the Two of Swords in the reverse. Now, the Two of Swords in the reverse really means to block people out. Hopes or fears. And I think the fears is really that things don't change, things are stagnant. Okay? Two of Swords in the reverse. Sometimes people explain Two of Swords reverse as seeing the light. Finally seeing. And some of you guys, it might be that. But I see Two of Swords in the reverse as suppressing feelings and stagnancy. Real stagnancy. Things come to a complete and utter halt. The overall advice for finding true love in 2018, Taurus, is the Sun. This is about embracing positive change. This is the advice of the Sun. Have the confidence to go out there and create those changes, I feel, with the Sun energy here. It's not telling you what's happening, it's telling you the advice that you need to follow. The Sun is all about confidence and self-belief and happiness. Just want to pick this card up and look at the picture. I think the advice is really to have the belief that you can create these changes. It's more than this. To me, it's that with this Sun energy, because the Sun is a big card. It's a major card. It deals with the themes of happiness, joy, prosperity, successful changes, all of those things. So I think that the Sun as an advice card is really saying, go out there and shine. Go out there, and I know it sounds and it does sound cheesy. It sounds so cheesy, but it says go out there and be your confident self, and don't be afraid to start instigating those changes. I just want to get some clarifiers on there, this area, some of these areas. I want to see why your challenge is, I want to see why you guys are the Knight of Wands. Why is Taurus the Knight of Wands in terms of love? Seven of Wands in the reverse. I think that you're enthusiastic to let your guard down, to open yourself up. When you get the Seven of Wands in the reverse, it's about opening up the gates. In the upright, this is about keeping people out. Keeping those gates up, keeping those walls up. But in the reverse, this is about letting, you're enthusiastic to find a compromise. So I don't think that you're a player here. This is where we get the reversals and we start opening things up. So I think in 2018, you guys are very enthusiastic with the Knight of Wands energy to open yourself up to love. So you're ready for it with this Seven of Wands in the reverse. You're ready to open up yourself. You're ready to open up your heart, and you're ready to let people in. And I feel that the reason for all of this occurring is the Two of Coins. And let's have a look at what comes and why we've got the Two of Coins as the reason all of this occurring. Page of Wands. I think that some of you guys, why all of this is occurring is because some of you guys were played. There's Two of Coins. Somebody was juggling a relationship. And I think it might have been a Page of Wands. So you might have been played. You might have been juggled by a Page of Wands. Somebody, when you get a Page of Wands, this person can only see the short term in terms of love. So I think some of you guys might have been played by a fire sign individual. An Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Alright, I think that why everything is happening here is the Two of Coins represents somebody who's weighing you up. So you might have been weighed up, you might have been played. The Two of Coins can be a player card. So you might have been played by an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or somebody who only saw the relationship as a bit of fun or for the short term. Okay? And as a result of that, stage 1 of you guys finding love is true love, is the King of Coins. And this I'm reading as being you. So stage 1 is being cautious around Queen of Wands reverse. Being cautious around people who are not honest. Queen of Wands in reverse can either be a deeply, deeply insecure individual, or she can be somebody who is the opposite of being kind, gracious, supportive, sexy. She can become a bit of a bitch, a bit of a, you know, a narcissist. So I would say that you guys this is the narcissist here, and I think that in the foundation you guys were played with this Two of Cups, or Two of Coins, by somebody who only wanted a bit of fun. Page of Wands, it might be you were played by a younger individual, and I think that as a result of that, for some of you guys, Taurus, what you've done is you are the King of Coins. You've been, and King of Coins means to be cautious. King of Coins doesn't take any old person on. He never does. He'll date a series of women before he decides on a girlfriend. So some of you guys are being very cautious, I feel, around very self-serving individuals. Queen of Wands in the reverse. You're also very cautious about being the third party, because Queen of Wands, any queen in the reverse can be a third party individual, especially if somebody's been playing you, if you've been played. Alright. Also, I'm looking at the Two of Coins here, and it looks like eyes. Can you see how he looks like he's looking through a pair of glasses? Somebody might have been eyeing you up as being a piece of fun, or somebody was eyeing you up. I feel also this could be that in your foundation, the reason that all of this is happening is that somebody was viewing you with that Two of Coins, being that it looks like a pair of glasses the person's looking through. They were viewing you as being a short-term piece of fun. Page of Wands means short-term fun in terms of love often. So somebody was viewing you as being a bit of fun here, a bit of ass. And as a result of that, stage 1 from that of you guys finding true love, because true love isn't about being viewed as a bit of a short-term piece of fun or a bit of ass. True love is about sustainability, and you guys as a result of this have said, you know what, actually I'm going to be very, very cautious about being somebody's fucking concubine, you know, or being somebody's third party, or being somebody's, you know, what's the word that they use, side chick, you know, with the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So some of you guys might be very cautious about being somebody's side chick, or you're very cautious about being around somebody who's quite narcissistic. And as a result of that, your goals will be for finding love, Taurus, is this Five of Cups. And what's the reason for the Five of Cups being the goals for Taurus in 2018 in terms of finding true love? Ten of Swords. In the reverse, it's good. So your goals will be to overcome, because you've got Ten of Swords reverse. Ten of Swords reverse means to let go, and it means to overcome, and it means to heal. So this is loss. So your goals will be from loss to heal. So heal from loss. Heal Ten of Swords reverse, loss Five of Cups. Your goals will be to heal over these very disappointing situations that have occurred. Because your focus, as a result of that, in order to heal, your focus will be on the Four of Wands in the reverse. And let's see what shows up with the Four of Wands in the reverse. Eight of Swords. Your hopes will be, your focus will be on releasing yourself. Eight of Swords in the reverse is to release, and the Four of Wands in the reverse is instability. So this will be to release yourself from unstable situations. You're not going back to any of this stuff, Taurus, because you don't want to be somebody's piece of ass. You're not interested in somebody viewing you like you're just some short-term thing, like a child. Like, you know, can you see how this person looks through the glasses and he's looking at the Page of Wands? This is you showing us the Page of Wands. Somebody's looking at you like a piece of ass. Somebody's looking at you like, even though, you know, you're not showing us necessarily, I mean, look at what the garb is on this individual. This person's looking, look how he looks across at this character. Can be male or female. This character looks into, and he goes, ah, look at that. Yum. Young, juicy, look very innocent. Wonder if I can take a bit of advantage there. Yes. Look how he looks at it. Look at the interaction. I once had this card show with the Ace of Wands in this particular deck. Looks like somebody who's saying, who, me? I once had somebody do that to me, and they were taking the piss. They really were. This was ages ago. They were taking the piss. Showed it, and it came true. This person's looking at you like you're a piece of ass. They're also looking at you because they think that you're quite innocent and stupid and vulnerable. Because look at the innocence on the face of this individual. This person can also either be smug, this Page of Wands character can be, or it can be very vulnerable. But because you've got this preceding card looking over at you, like you're, you know, this vulnerable very naive individual, because it's a page, young. This person, I think in your foundation, people have treated you like you're naive or you're stupid, Taurus, or you don't know what you're doing, or you're very vulnerable and you're very susceptible. But you, as a result of that, have said, well, no, I ain't that. I'm a fucking king, thank you very much. And I'm not going to be anybody's concubine, thank you. I'm not anybody's side fucking chick, you know? I'm not. I'm the king of coins. I'm intelligent. I'm a king. I'm cautious. I know what I'm doing. And I am very cautious around people, either narcissists, Queen of Wands in the reverse, or people looking at me like I'm stupid, Queen of Wands in the reverse, or people looking at me like I'm some little Bo Peep, Page of Wands, Queen of Wands in the reverse, or people looking at me like I'm some side chick, Queen of Wands in reverse, concubine. And therefore, my goal is to overcome these disappointments. But how do I do that? This is about releasing myself. Eight of Wands in the reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse. From feeling a sense of instability. And I think this is off the self. So the focus is on, if you've been feeling unstable within the self, Taurus, this will all be about how you get this is by releasing this. Because your challenge is the Ace of Coins in the reverse. And this is about commitment. Or lack of commitment. Let's have a look what shows with the Ace of Coins in the reverse. Five of Wands. Your challenge is that people who aren't committing to you, it's been causing disputes and frustration. So lack of commitment from whoever this individual is here has been causing disputes, worries and arguments. But how do you overcome that? Well, the Knight of Swords in the reverse. And let's have a look at what the Knight of Swords in the reverse is showing with. Hang on. Sorry, I need to flick again. Did that come out reverse? Oh, I don't know whether that was reversed or not. We'll flick again on that one. Sorry. Yeah, Page of Coins reverse. Yeah. I think the Queen of Coins might have been reversed, but I'm not so sure. The way that you overcome that, Taurus, is you refrain. Knight of Swords reverse, refrain. Don't pursue. In the upright, this is about pursuing. Reverse is the absence of pursuing. So you do not pursue anyone. Page of Coins in reverse, who's not willing to put the time, the investment, the hard work, the effort into relationship with you. You do not put the time, you don't pursue with that Knight of Swords in the reverse anyone who does not see a future with you, because it is a future here. You're enthusiastic to open up. Seven of Wands in the reverse in 2018. You're enthusiastic to open up your heart, to allow people to come in. So you're open to love here. You're open to finding true love here, Taurus. But your challenge is that people's lack of commitment has caused you some internal stress, worry, and also perhaps arguments with others and disputes. But how you overcome that is, well, in the first place, do not pursue anyone that you feel with this Page of Coins in the reverse energy is not willing to put any type of work in, or is not looking for a long-term relationship. In the upright, this person is loyal and they're looking for a long-term relationship. In the reverse, they're not. Don't bother pursuing it. You get an inkling, a snitch of that, get the hell out of there. It's not worth it, because it's just going to cause you a load of pain in the long run. Coming in, what you guys need to do to try and find true love in 2018, Taurus, is this Seven of Swords in the reverse. And what's showing it? Why do you need to do the Seven of Swords in the reverse? Queen of Swords. Okay. You need to, I think, with this Seven of Swords in the reverse, find the truth of who you are. Admit, because the Seven of Swords in the upright means to admit. But also, I mean, this isn't avoidance. This is coming home with the Seven of Swords in the reverse. This is how I read the card. Upright, it is avoidance. But in the reverse, this is admitting. Or owning up, or being honest with yourself. But I'm trying to think of why we've got this Queen of Swords here. I don't see Seven of Swords in the reverse as running away. I see it a card as admitting or owning up to something or confessing. I think right off the bat, what this is screaming to me is that you guys, because it's communication cards as well. So 7 in swords in the upright would say, well, I avoid communicating. But in the reverse, you're communicating, you're being honest. I think that you need to be honest, Taurus, about what you want. Queen of Swords in the upright. Because Queen of Swords will always be honest. She'll always just tell you exactly what she thinks. So I think the 7 of Swords, because it deals with the themes of honesty in the reverse. You guys, the third stage of finding true love is be honest in what you want. Queen of Swords, she's open, she's communicative, she doesn't hold back. So be honest in what you want. Because this is a woman that says, I want. She's got the sword up and she says, come hither, this is what I want. No holds barred with this lady. So be honest, I feel, with what you want. Be honest with what you want. You don't want to be somebody's piece of ass or somebody's little Miss or Mr. Vulnerable. Be honest and say, look, I'm a grown-ass person. I don't do concubines. I don't do third-party situations. You know, I don't do fucking narcissists, so therefore I'm telling you what I want. If I meet you, I'll tell you what I want. And if you don't want it, no dice. I'm not saying to say it to the person on the first date in 2018, but generally, just make sure that you are very honest and very open with whoever it is that you're meeting, because then there can be no wires crossed on anything. So in other words, a Queen of Swords would be the type of woman who'd say, you know what, actually, yeah, I want marriage. I want my husband to be this, and I would like my husband to be that, and I want children, and blah, blah, blah. And if I don't have it, then you can fuck off. She probably wouldn't say it like that, but you get the gist. She's not going to hold anything back, Queen of Swords. She's not that type of woman. She's tough. This is a tough cow. She's like, she says it as it is. Be honest, 7 of Swords in the reverse, and tell people what you want. Because coming in, what you'll need to deal with is a Knight of Coins in the reverse. And let's see what shows up with this Knight of Coins in the reverse. You're going to have to deal with somebody who's possibly non-committal with that Knight of Coins in the reverse, who seems to consistently be at some form of a crossroads. Or you'll have to deal with somebody who's non-committed, who's causing division. 2 of Wands in the reverse in a relationship with you. And I know that sounds bad, and some of you guys don't want to hear that on a love reading. And I'm sorry, so don't persecute me. But Knight of Coins in the reverse for love is somebody who is not committed. They put the brakes. They break promises. They're no longer attracted. That's what Knight of Coins reversed is. Yeah? So you're probably coming in, there is a Knight of Coins reverse, somebody who may not be so committed, who might cause some division in this relationship. Now, your hopes or fears will be the 2 of Swords reversed. And let's see what shows up with that. Hopes or fears being the 2 of Swords reversed. Well, your hopes for some of you guys will be just to block out love, 2 of Swords in the reverse, and focus on the South, 9 of Coins. But the outcome shows if you want true love, we've got the Sun. And why have we got the Sun? The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Now, wherever you get that Sun card, it's always the strongest card in the tarot. It really is. This is advice what you need to do. You need to be confident enough to know that that Wheel of Fortune can change. It is reversed. So it suggests stagnancy, but you need to be confident that this can change, this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. But also, I'll change that round. We've got this 6 of Cups. Now, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse speaks of it not being the right time. So I feel that the advice for finding true love is just to be confident with that Sun card, that maybe it's not the right. Some of these relationships that come in are not the right, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, relationships for you. 6 of Cups, okay? Because 6 of Cups is a relationship card. So, and Wheel of Fortune can say, well, time stops. Maybe the universe stops time because it's not the right. I use the word Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, not the right relationship for you with that 6 of Cups energy. Okay? What else do they need? What else is the advice that you have for Taurus in the outcome area? Finding true love. New love, Ace of Cups. Okay, so Ace of Cups. So this is Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is walking away. So Ace of Cups, this is new love. Ace of Cups, usually, if you get Two of Cups, Eight of Cups, the relationship can be very fleeting. Okay, so look, the advice is this. You see here where you've got somebody coming in 2018 who may not be that committed, Taurus. Okay, because it might be that they're at a crossroads in their life, they're at a permanent crossroads, or it might be that this person's not committed, causing a division between you and this individual. Okay, the advice in the outcome is remain positive, because it's not the right time. This is not the Wheel of Fortune. The universe may have stopped you connecting or stopped you moving forward with this relationship with that Six of Cups, because this Ace of Cups, this love, was very brief. It wouldn't have lasted. Eight of Cups is following that Ace. So can you see how the angel holds its cup out to the Eight, and this person says, I don't want it, I don't want love. So I feel that it's saying here in the outcome, remain positive. The advice is to remain positive. As much as you guys think, oh, for fuck's sake, Carol, you know, geez, I thought we'd have something better. But it's the cards that show. The Sun is always a good card because it tells you to remain positive. The advice is remain positive. Because whatever this situation is here that will come in for some of you guys, the Wheel of Fortune has stopped it. Remain positive, because this was not the right Wheel of Fortune relationship. This was not. Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Cups is often a destined soulmate relationship. It's fated. But this is not the right relationship. This isn't the real deal for you. Because Wheel of Fortune is reversed. This is not the real deal. You got Wheel of Fortune reversed, Six of Cups. It's not a fated relationship. It's not a destined. It's not your destiny. It's not a destined relationship for you. This person wasn't the one. Stay strong, Sun. Because whoever this person that comes in, and this might just be a little fraction of life, because some of you guys will probably go on and have amazing relationships in 2018. But it's just telling you to be aware that maybe this relationship comes in and somebody's not committed because they're always at some form of a crossroads, or there's a commitment, somebody's a commitment phobe, Knight of Coins in the reverse, who creates division within you. But it's saying, look, remain positive. Because this Wheel of Fortune in the reverse is not a destined, this is not your destined relationship, Six of Cups. This is not your fated relationship. This is not your soulmate. Because this person doesn't want love. Eight of Cups. Ace of Cups. Whatever you do, whatever you offer here, Taurus, it would have been rejected anyway by this individual. Eight of Cups. They would have walked away. See, and the Four of Cups. Why are they walking away? Because they're simply not interested. Four of Cups. And for some of you will say, this new romance, Ace of Cups, you need to leave it. You need to walk away, because this can't give you. This will be like everything else that you've had. The Four of Cups can also be a card that shows somebody who is offered the fourth cup, but they don't take it because they've got three cups banked there, and they say, I'm not going to take that because it's like all the other three cups. So it might also be saying to you, this love, this new romance, you need to relinquish because it's not right for you, the Four of Cups. Or it could be saying, whatever it is that you did here, Ace of Cups, whatever love you offered, this person doesn't want to take it because they're a commitment phobe. Four of Cups is also a commitment phobe as well. No wonder he's got so many damn cups on the floor. He's just banked them up. If you want to find true love in 2018, let's go through this reading again. How does Taurus find true love in 2018? And I know that you're probably thinking, wow, that's not really told us much how we find true love, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You guys are the Knight of Wands. You are in pursuit of a new direction in terms of love. You are very open, and you're very enthusiastic to open your heart now, to open your mind, to open your doors, the Seven of Wands, to new suitors coming in. And the reason that this is occurring is because in your past you had someone, Two of Pentacles, who eyed you as being a bit of ass. They eyed you as being a short term, bit of fun, Page of Wands. They might have treated you like a child, didn't treat you with the maturity and the respect that you deserve. However, you turned around and you said, as a result of that experience, you said, Taurus, for some of you guys, but I'm a fucking king. I'm a king. And kings don't do concubines. Well, some do. Kings don't do third-party shit. I'm a king. I know what I want. I'm a king of coins. I'm intelligent. I'm cautious. I'm bright. I'm grounded. And I am very wary, because he's a cautious dude. I am very wary, and I'm going to be wary of people who want me to be a concubine, people who want me to be a third-party situation, people who want me to be a side chick, people who want me to be this little floaty thing who doesn't have any balls, people who, you know, are narcissists. You're wary of all of that stuff because you're looking for true love. Your goal is to overcome Ten of Swords in the reverse, any hurt or pain that you've experienced in the past, which is brilliant. So as a result of that, you guys will focus on releasing any type of unstable relationships I feel that you've had in the past. Because your challenge is that there has been commitment phobes, Ace of Coins in the reverse, that have caused you a great deal of damage with that Five of Wands. And there's also been a lot of disruption and possibly arguments with people who won't commit. But how do you overcome that challenge? Well, you don't bother pursuing idiots. Right from the get-go. That's the second stage of how you find true love. Partly why some of this stuff has happened for some of you Taurus is because you've ignored your intuition. The universe has said this person's a douchebag. Page of Coins in the reverse. Page of Coins in reverse is a right lazy arse. Doesn't put the work in, not particularly interested, doesn't really care, doesn't, you know, in the upright, this is a loyal person. This is somebody who takes their time. They're very considerate, they're very responsible. But do not pursue irresponsible individuals, people who, you know, aren't into things for the long term. They're not into pursuing you or doing anything long term or building a relationship. Simples. You don't want this. Follow your intuition when you meet someone and don't do that. Third stage of how you find true love is by being honest in terms of what you want. Be honest in the way that you communicate with others. So if you go on a third, fourth, fifth date with somebody, I'm not saying on the third date you should say, yeah, I want to get married and I want to have, you know, you don't have to do that on the first date. You can just feel each other out and see what each other's about. But on the third date, fourth date, fifth date, be honest with your intentions and what you want. Make it clear. Queen of Swords will always make it clear. She's got no time to mess about with shit. She's not. She's not doing it. She's clear. She'll tell you. She'll tell you. She'll say, I want this, and if I don't have this, it's done. Because she'll cut. That's what she does. So be honest with what you want. Queen of Swords. Because what you'll find coming in for some of you guys could be a commitment phobe. Knight of Coins in the reverse. Somebody who's consistently at a standstill. He or she doesn't know what they want. Two of Wands in the reverse is a complete and utter standstill, which means completely at a crossroads all the time, never knowing what they want. In, out, in, out. Or you're dealing with somebody who's a commitment phobe who's causing divisions in the relationship, or you're dealing with a commitment phobe in which you don't know whether to stay or go. Your fears would be, for some of you guys, it will be a fear that you're going to need to completely block the idea of relationships out and go it alone. For some of you guys, your hopes will be to do that. But the outcome says, how do you find true love? Well, you've just got to remain positive, the Sun card, because whoever this individual is coming in, they're not for you. You've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Cups. So this is not a fated relationship. It's not even destined. It's not even on your life path. It's another test for some of you guys coming in. Okay. This relationship for some of you guys, Ace of Cups, will be fleeting with the Eight of Cups because somebody is a commitment phobe and simply not interested. And for some of you guys, it will be this relationship. You need to walk away from it because it's going to be the same as everything else. You just need to be positive. You know what you want already. You've already said it. There's not much training that you guys need. Taurus already knows what its worth is. So you don't really need to learn anything now in this reading. You're already open here. You already know you don't want no douchebags here and here. Alright, so areas. Where are the areas that Taurus knows who it is? Knight of Wands, Seven of Wands, you know who you are there. You're open to, you're excited about opening your heart, your mind, your doors to new love. Here, King of Coins is Taurus. You are cautious about narcissists, being somebody's concubine, third party, side chick. So you know who you are there. Your challenge is this: non-committed people causing problems and friction within your life. But You know that in order to overcome that, you slay the beast. Knight of Swords in the reverse. You don't pursue time wasters. Page of Coins in the reverse. You know who you are here. You know who you are here. 2 areas, you know who you are. 3rd area, you know who you are. In order to get this, and you know who you are here. So 1, 2. Opening your gates. Open to new love. Not willing to deal with narcissists. Concubines. Being a side chick, 3rd party. Goals. Overcoming hurt. In order to do that, the intention is to leave behind unstable relationships. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 places. But these are telling you what you need to do here. So 2 places telling you what you need to do, what you're going to have to do. Okay, you already did this. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 places you know. 4 places out of 11 is good. Because everything else is advice. Everything else is advice and prediction. So you guys know the drill, Taurus. You don't need to learn anything else from this reading. It's just saying you're going to have to just be patient. You know what? Sometimes shit just happens in life, and it's the way that you deal with it. Some of you guys might have a commitment phobe coming in. I'm hoping it doesn't resonate with a lot of you, but you might have that. And it says, you know what? Son, is the advice. Just deal with it. Just be confident, be happy, because this wasn't meant for you in the first place. And either way, whether you're the one that walked away from this or the person walked away from it, it was never going to be the right thing for you. But you will have the right thing coming up. And it's about admitting to that and not going back to it. You're not some person's piece of fun, and you're not some person's piece of ass. You want real love, and you're damn well showing that you're a king. You know that you're a king, Taurus. You already know it. You don't need to learn much from this reading. You know what you want. It's just a matter of time before it happens for you. Let's get the advice for you on this reading. So, through the Romance Angels cards, Universe Spirit, what is the advice that you have for Taurus in terms of how they find true love in 2018? What is the advice that you have for Taurus in terms of how they find true love in 2018? Show me. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. That's it. The Sun. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. You know, last year I got involved with, I've said it on most of my readings actually. Last year, after 12 years of being single, I got involved with someone. You know, I'd had opportunities to get involved with men before. Actually, no, it's sort of between 12 and 7 years. I'd been involved with someone in 2010. And the man turned out to be mad. I'm not being horrible, but he did. He turned out to be, should I call him mad? Probably not. I mean, he wasn't a bad person. He had some lovely ways about him, but he was just not a grounded individual. He was just not grounded, not for me at all. And it was a real letdown. And after it ended, I asked the universe, I said, why did you let this person come in? Because he could have done real damage to me and my confidence as a person. Why, universe, did you bring this person in? I was really angry last summer about it. I just thought, what the fuck? Why have you let this person into my life? Why did you do that? But it was to teach me that I am strong. I'm a strong woman. It was to teach me so much, and I'm glad and I'm happy for that experience. Because what it taught me is that, Carol, if you can cope with after years, and it was the same when I went back into working in those workplaces, when I had to back in 2014-15, and I had to deal with all of that terrible stuff again. I was saying, universe, why do you keep bringing these terrible situations into my life? But it's all to do with trying to teach me something, helping me to grow, helping me to become a stronger individual. And this is what it's doing for you. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing. Don't let no motherfuckers get you down, because the more that you experience and that you are exposed to this type of energy, the more it strengthens you, the more you are resilient to it, and the more you are inviting the good stuff to come in. Let's have a look at the angel answers energy. Universe Spirit, what is the advice that you have for Taurus in terms of finding true love in 2018? Show me. 5 of abundance, and that's the 5 of coins, I think. Is it? Yeah, 5 of coins. There are times when everyone, so your advice is the 5 of coins, and it says, there are times when everyone needs a hand. Your angels want you to know that you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Accept the help of those around you. The situation you're experiencing is temporary. This may not be the right time to become self-employed or be paid. Well, it's not about self-employment. So let's get rid of the self-employment thing. Be patient, okay? The situation you're experiencing is temporary. The advice is you have people around you that will love you and support you. All right, so even if you find yourself going through difficult times in terms of finding love in 2018, I'm not saying that's going to be the case for everyone. A lot of you will find love in 2018, but it's also all about recognizing certain patterns and not going there again. You do have people that love you and people who will support you regardless of whatever is going on with you. And trust me, I'm not saying you're not going to have love in 2018. I'm just saying for some of you guys, a lot of people view these readings, there will be certain douchebags, and it's about how you deal with that situation. It's not about the situation, it's about how you deal with it. The overall lesson for finding true love in 2018, Taurus, comes from the these cards here. What is the overall lesson that Taurus needs to learn and accept for finding true love in 2018? What is the overall lesson that Taurus needs to learn and accept? Again, it's to have faith. It's telling you to have faith. We'll do the reading on that. I think this is the Justice card, actually. Let's have a look. So it says have faith. Let's have a look. If I can find the card. That's Wheel of Fortune. That's Strength. God, finding some of these cards is difficult in this particular. There it is. If you are looking for love, although you may have long ago given up on the idea that your perfect match exists, there is someone out there just for you. A kind-hearted person restores your self-belief and faith in others. Whatever your situation, faith and fidelity are cause for celebration. Well, that's it. Have faith, because there is somebody out there for you. But life doesn't promise us a bed of roses, you know. If I should meet someone this year myself, or even next year, I'm not anticipating it, I'm not looking for it, I'm just enjoying running my business. I'm going to be getting myself an office, focusing on doing counselling sessions within the tarot, all of the rest of it. I'm looking forward to all of that. So love isn't really on my agenda this year. I'm not particularly bothered about it. Well, I'm not bothered at all, to be honest with you. I'm happy with my life at the moment. But what I'm saying is if somebody should trip into my life unexpectedly, I don't expect the universe to send me anyone good, and I don't expect him to send me anyone bad. I just don't expect anything. I just see how it goes. I'm not saying don't have expectations for something good to come into your life in terms of love, but what I'm saying is just be. Just surrender. Just let it be. Just let it go. You know? Just let it go and see what comes in, because sometimes life can be like that. Not all the time, but sometimes life can be a bit of a douchebag because it's trying to teach us lessons over and over again. It's saying, right, I'm giving these to you again. What have you learned? All right, I'm going to do this again for you. What have you learned? Until we learn the lessons, this is all about learning lessons as well, I feel. Okay, only because you seem to have a douchebag for some of you guys coming in, but it's a lesson that's been sent to you for some reason. So maybe this is about learning lessons, and it's here as well. How do you overcome this frustration and not having commitment? Well, use your intuition. Don't pursue people who are time wasters. Page of Pentacles in the reverse is a time waster. Don't pursue time wasters. It's telling you, use your intuition, Taurus. If you're pursuing people who look like they can't be trusted, or who look like they're going to waste your time, why are you doing it? Maybe this is why you're always getting this. Look how he's eyeing you, like a piece of ass, a piece of fun. This is a time waster. This Two of Pentacles is the same as your Page of Coins in the reverse. And it's the person that's causing this. Don't pursue the time waster. Have faith that there is somebody out there for you. But remember, if you want true love, you have also got to heed the lessons as well. Don't waste time on time wasters, because they'll end up having you do this. So this is the key here. The two key cards are, how do you achieve true love? Stage 2, Knight of Swords, Page of Coins. Yeah, Stage 3, to tell the truth, be honest and tell people what you want. Fair enough, that is true. But you can even do that and still get a time waster. So really, Stage 2 for me is where it's at. Don't pursue time wasters if you want true love. Even if it means you have to wait another year, 2 years, whatever it is. You'll have peace of mind nevertheless. Don't pursue time wasters just to have love. Only pursue what is authentic and what is right. This here, the overall advice is stay confident, because whatever it is that's not right here wasn't right meant for you. Wheel of Fortune reverse. It was not your destiny to be with this person. Six of Cups. Because this person was either a commitment phobe, or this is something that you would have been reenacting over again. Don't pursue time wasters. Only pursue the real deal. Alright, that is your reading, my darlings. Advice on how to find true love for 2018. I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a great day.